baseball, A's won big, beating the first-place New York Mets today at the Coliseum, 10-4. Giants lost at Arizona, 5-2. With more sports, here's Ted Ramey.
Ever since 49ers quarterback Trey Lance went down with a season-ending ankle injury last Sunday, people have been bringing up a quote from 49ers head coach Kyle Shanahan last year in which he said he's not Baltimore Ravens quarterback Lamar Jackson. Trey is a quarterback who has the ability to run, but just to line them up and run him, the game is too physical. That quote, juxtaposed with Lance running 37 times in the 3 times he has started for the 49ers, does raise a few eyebrows, but Shanahan clarified.
Yeah, that means we didn't want to move in a running back. It means that everything's with a read principle, and that you don't go out there and just run them every single play.
This led to another question about whether or not there was concern about running a quarterback sneak on Sunday with Jimmy Garoppolo.
A drop back play is more risky than a quarterback sneak. So those are the things that really confuse me. I see guys get killed in the pocket on drop backs, and I've never had a quarterback get hurt on a sneak before. It doesn't mean it can't happen. It is football, and that's what I mean by that. You can get hurt on any single play.
Shanahan is correct. It is a violent game, but when your starting quarterback goes down running as opposed to throwing, you can expect questions will linger. At the sports desk, Ted Ramey, KCBS.
There's a lifetime of beautiful outdoor living waiting for you at Rowland. It's fiber-on decking for easy, carefree living. Why choose this durable composite? There's an amazing choice of colors. The rich look of multi-chromatic exotic hardwood. It resists splintering, rotting, and cracking with really low maintenance. See the colors and learn more at dolanlumber.com. See the real fiber-on at Dolan's Home Improvement Centers.
This is your time to cash in at Cash Creek Casino Resort. To rock and to roll over the hills and bluffs. Go all out or go all in with 4 stars and rising stars. Now we do more than ever, so you can do as much or as little as you want. It's your time to cash in at Cash Creek Casino Resort.
Frank Munich, how are those roads looking?
Well, they're not looking too bad. We're looking at a problem in Cupertino. Southbound 85 at De Anza Boulevard, that's a stall. Still not a lot of information as to whether that is blocking a lane or not. The only other problem that we've been tracking at all is in Fairfield, westbound 80, just before Manuel Campos Parkway. That's a solo car crash, but that is on the right-hand shoulder, not blocking lanes, so we're really not tracing anything in the way of slow and go. We do have road work on the Golden Gate Bridge. Yesterday morning it was northbound. Well, this evening is southbound. We're looking at 3 lanes coned off in the southbound direction of 101 from Sausalito, pretty much right from the Waldo Grade all the way down to the South Tower. Your next update at 11:58 on the traffic leader KCBS. You can expect sunny skies all day inland tomorrow. Along the coast and near the bay, we'll start the day with some areas of fog and some clouds. The fog, for the most part, should burn off. The clouds should decrease. We're looking at highs tomorrow, low 70s at the coast, upper 70s to mid 80s along the bay, low 90s inland. Monday, more of the same, maybe a couple degrees cooler. And then for the remainder of the week, you can expect partly cloudy skies at the coast, mostly sunny by the bay and inland with highs low 70s at the coast, mid 70s to low 80s near the bay, mid to upper 80s inland. Right now in San Francisco, it's 59 degrees. Half Moon Bay, 57 degrees. Novato, 63. Saratoga, 66. In Livermore, it's 70 degrees. Traffic and weather together on the 8th on All News 1069 and AM 740 KCBS. Dixie Clay is at the KCBS editor's desk. KCBS News Time is 11:50. Are you invested in cryptocurrency? Would you like to see some regulation of the no-holds-barred industry? As we hear from KCBS's Jim Taylor, all it'll take, the governor's signature.
Is sitting on the governor's desk right now. The crypto licensing bill, which would bring the nascent industry under some form of government regulation, of which there is really none right now.
No basic foundational kind of consumer protection safety net or rules of the road.
Robert Harrell is the head of the Consumer Federation of California.
It appears that action at the federal level is going to be difficult, and so this is exactly the kind of situation where California steps in and says, okay, in this case, we're going to license folks, we're going to have some basic rules of the road, and we're going to work actively to protect consumers.
As he points out, nearly every other form of the money chain is regulated. You have protection.
Let's take FDIC insurance. If you have money in a bank account and something happens and the bank goes under, you're protected up to a certain amount. 100,000 depends on your account. None of that exists in this area.
Crypto licensing bill awaiting the governor's signature would change that. He's got a week. Jim Taylor, KCBS.
Many pharmacies are having trouble getting the main drug used to treat attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, commonly seen in children and young people. We get that story from reporter Emily Valdez.
The most common drug to treat ADHD, Adderall. But according to the National Community Pharmacists Association, 60% of pharmacies are struggling to get it and have been for some time because of an unresolved pandemic supply chain issue.
We know that there's been an increase in the use of these medications.
ADHD expert psychologist Ronald Brown.
There are other types of medication within the same class called the stimulants that can be used.
Brown says now that children are back in school, there will likely be even more kids diagnosed with ADHD. Emily Valdez, KCBS.
NASA is getting ready to slam a spacecraft into an asteroid to see how prepared we are if the big one heads toward Earth. Here's KCBS's Dan Mitchinson.
This asteroid is about 500 feet wide.
If an asteroid that size hit Earth, it would hit a major city. It would pretty much destroy the entire city.
Mike Wall is senior writer with Space.com. He tells me on Monday NASA will send a spacecraft the size of a bus into the asteroid to change its course and not try to obliterate it.
Because if you blow an asteroid up, you kind of blow it into 1,000 tiny pieces or 1,000,000 pieces, and a lot of those will still end up hitting Earth. So if it's a big enough asteroid, some of the pieces that you create could still do a lot of damage.
The spacecraft has been traveling towards the target since it was launched last November. The Hubble and James Webb Space Telescopes will be launching the Double Asteroid Redirection Test Mission, or DART, to see if it's successful.
If it does its job during this test that we're going to see the results of on Monday, then it's something we could actually press into service down the road when we really need it.
Dan Mitchinson, KCBS.
The number of homes for sale is plunging, and it isn't done yet. I'm Jeff Colvin of Fortune Magazine with the Fortune Business Update. As the housing boom began to fizzle this past summer, homeowners stampeded to put their homes on the market, especially in hot markets like Austin and Boise. But now, the trend is reversing. The Altos research firm predicts inventory will fall through the rest of the year. Sellers are realizing that buyers are done paying top dollar. Rather than take less, some sellers are simply waiting out the housing downturn. In addition, the vast majority of potential sellers have mortgages with rates below 5%, many even below 3%. If they sell now and need to buy a new home, they'd have to get a higher mortgage rate. A real estate analyst says it will be very, very hard to persuade people to let go of those insanely low rates. I'm Jeff Colvin.
Here in California, people from every nation add to our rich heritage of culture and traditions. The legal team at Habits Law speaks 9 different languages. Our personal injury lawyers are exceptional. Our paralegals, legal assistants, and case managers are exceptional. And they work hard because every one of them cares deeply about stress, you feel anxiety, you're not sleeping well, there are problems in the family, you have a lot of uncertainty. We know what you're feeling. When something bad has happened to you, you need help, financial help, and we're here to make sure you get that help. Expenses. Our only compensation is a percentage of what we win for you. We are Habits Law. Call us at 1-800-INJURED. I'm Omar Habits, and I want to be your advocate. Visit habitslaw.com. HABBAS law.com.
You can listen to KCBS's live and local news coverage anytime, anywhere with the Odyssey app. Get the latest breaking news, traffic updates, weather reports, and more with the press of a button. It's just 2 steps. Download the free Odyssey app and favorite KCBS radio. Now you can listen to KCBS on your phone, computer, or smart speaker with the Odyssey app. That's AUDACY. Sponsored by Comcast Business, keeping businesses ready for what's next. Powering possibilities.
If you own a business, this has been a bumpy ride. From pandemic to inflation, I'm sure you could use a break. If your business has 5 or more employees and survived COVID, you might be eligible to receive a payroll tax refund of up to $26,000 per employee. The challenge is getting your hands on it. Hi, I'm Howard Mackler, and that's why I founded GetRefunds.com to cut through the red tape and get you the money. The team of tax attorneys we have put together are highly trained in this little-known payroll tax refund program. We do all the work, charge not a dime up front, and simply share a percentage of the cash that we get for you. Businesses of all types can qualify, including those that took PPP, nonprofits, and even those that increases in sales. We have helped return over $1 billion to businesses, and we can help you too. Just go to getrefunds.com/ by me and answer a few questions. This payroll tax refund is only available for a limited period of time. Don't lose out on up to $26,000 per employee. Go to getrefunds.com/news. That's getrefunds.com/news.
Side sleeping is better for you, and European Sleepworks can get you through any challenges it may create. They blend their meticulously chosen elements into a harmony of solutions. From their famous custom-fit oxygen pillows to their ingenious blend of mattress components, they somehow combine them into such a comfortable rest that it's music to the ears and bodies of side sleepers. Come try for yourself at European Sleepworks at Adeline and Ashby in Berkeley, or online at sleepworks.com.
I used to get frequent heartburn at night, so I made Prilosec OTC morning routine.
With just 1 pill, Prilosec OTC prevents excess acid production, blocking heartburn all day and night. It's possible while taking Prilosec OTC. Use as directed for 14 days to treat frequent heartburn, not for immediate relief.
Time to check the roads. We go to the KCBS traffic DashCam, Frank Munich. And we are going to go out once again to Cupertino for a report of the stall, southbound 85. And to Dianza Boulevard, no indication that lanes are blocked there. And again, we're not seeing anything in the way of slow and go. Some good news on westbound 80 at Manuel Campos Parkway in Fairfield. We had a report of a crash there. That was on the right-hand shoulder, not blocking lanes, but perhaps a bit of a visual hazard as people took a look at that. That has now been cleared. We're not looking at much in the way of fog at the Golden Gate Bridge, but we are on the coast. The fog has definitely returned, and some fairly dense fog, so if you're on Highway 1 along the coast, that is this evening and in 2 minutes this morning. Your next update at 12:08 on the traffic leader KCBS. Clear overnight inland, but as Frank just mentioned, we do have fog and we've got clouds at the coast and near the bay. Overnight lows mid-50s to low 60s. Tomorrow, inland, most of the fog should burn off and clouds will decrease along the bay and at the coast with highs low 70s at the coast, upper 70s to mid-80s along the bay, low 90s inland. It's almost Sunday, September 25th, coming up on KCBS.
I'm David Welch. San Francisco Fire is dealing with some questions about First Amendment rights for employees.
This is Alice Works in San Jose, where hundreds of volunteers show up to take action for climate change.
And dozens of people have been killed in continuing protests in Iran, sparked by the death of a woman arrested by morality police.
When you need to know. KCBS AM, KFRC FM, and HD1, San Francisco, Oakland, San Jose, and Odyssey Station.
Midnight. This is CBS News on the Hour, sponsored by Liberty Mutual Insurance. I'm Christopher Cruz in Washington. President Biden has made an emergency declaration for Florida. A tropical storm now in the Caribbean Sea is expected to strengthen into a hurricane and hit the state in a few days. WTSP-TV reporter Hannah Benin.
Even before the first bands of tropical weather strike Florida, the governor's emergency declaration is designed to cut through the bureaucratic red tape. For Florida emergency management, minutes matter.
What it does allow me to do is it allows me opportunity
opportunity to execute those contracts in a matter of minutes versus a matter of days and weeks.
Kevin Guthrie is the director of Florida Emergency Management. He explains the declaration also frees up state funding for emergency protective measures.